my God, is that the Faces of the Future? Yeah, so I asked, do you guys want to keep it on music?
Yeah, we might as well.
All right. Let's jump into some music reviews. You want to start with Baby? You want to start with Drake's freestyle?
Let's start with Baby, please.
All right. So
Tired of that nigga, man.
I'm dead.
Tired of what?
So
Wham?
so on Friday, Lil Baby dropped a studio album called Wham. It featured how many tracks? 15 tracks. With features from the likes of Young Thug, Future, to name a few. 21 Savage is on there as well. So there's been a lot of speculation. There was a lot of speculation at the end of 2024, leading to 2025 about Lil Baby dropping, asking when he's gonna drop another project, things of that nature. There's been a lot of discourse about is Lil Baby overrated? Does he deserve the credit he deserves of being at the top of the rap game? Things of that nature. So he finally dropped his project Wham, and I want you guys to give your reactions. I'll start with Rocket because I know you was tuned in. I know you was tuned in heavy. Because you fuck with Lil Baby. Yeah, so I just want to get your thoughts on the project. Start off.
For based off what he was saying, like in his interviews and stuff like this, for this project specifically, like he delivered, bro. Like he said, this project's gonna be on some young nigga shit, talking about my cars, jewelry, and shit like that. And he said his next project is gonna be more about his personal life because he never really did that before. So like, far as what he was alluding to, I think he did pretty well, bro.
Okay. What are some standout tracks for you?
I like the one song with, I think it was "Promise Me" or "So Sorry." I fucked with the one song. I think it was called "Dumber and Dumber." Was him.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber.
That one hard.
The one with him and Rod Wave and Rala Rodriguez. I fucked with, and then there was another joint. I think it was
the joint 21 Savage. I thought was tough too.
I fucked with Free Promo as well. Oh, you talking about outfits?
You said what? Yeah.
Yeah, but I fuck with Free Promo, and there's probably two more other songs I fuck with. Like I said, for the majority.
Was he rapping at a high clip for you?
High clip? No, it was more like for the clubs, bro, for me. I mean, for a Free Promo, I think he was spitting that shit for real.
Okay. I mean, what do y'all think? No, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I couldn't really get into it. Like I listened to it 3 times, bro. I listened to it in the car, listened to it in the gym, and then when I got home, I listened to it. And there was 3 songs. I Promise, Dumb and Dumber with Future. I think that was my favorite. Dumb and Dumber with Future.
That's just lit.
And then what was the last one? So Sorry. That one was pretty dope too.
Yeah.
But like for me, I don't know. It's just like I'm not really. I guess for me, I'm not really a Lil Baby fan.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I couldn't really get into it as like some other people might have like enjoyed it and whatnot. But I don't know. Maybe I got to give a few more listens to it. Maybe even listen to it in a club. Like I think that's probably gonna be like the last one where it's just like if it's in the club, then I'll go ahead and like try to see if I can bob to the joint. This guy, he looked like he's.
What's your thoughts, Bruce? What's your thoughts, Bruce?
It ain't it.
It's not it.
Why not? I mean, how many times you listened to the project? Once?
I listened to it twice.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber, I heard the leak when it came out. Young Thug lost his mind. Like, he lost his mind on that track. Like,
yeah, that's a good record. That's a really good record.
F You Twice was good. I can't believe you effed up a Gorilla track.
You said he did what?
He effed up a Gorilla track. Like, that shit was not good.
Yeah,
that shit was not good.
That was actually like wow.
That joint was not good. I thought the 21 Savage track was unnecessary. I thought the Travis Scott song should have never been on there. And
that shit was stupid. That shit was. I was like, is this the same song? I
said, this shit is. I really said, I was like, yo, this shit is a 2-pack of ass. But yeah, Streets Colder was cool. Free Promo was cool. Say Twin was a stupid song. The beat's hard though. Yeah, I just think that Lil Baby needs to go apologize to Gunna.
So you don't think all right, based on, I'll give my opinion, then we can go into a deeper conversation. I thought the project was okay. I thought there was, I get it, like kind of how Rocket was saying, like I get what it was meant for. He alluded to what he was going to talk about on the project, things of that nature. He said it was for the younger generation too. There was a lot of like records that you can listen to when you're outside for sure, without a doubt. Outside of just Dumb and Dumber. Would this be an album that I replay multiple times? Nah, probably not.
Same.
But there's some records on there that I will spin for sure. There's records on there that I will spin.
Yeah,
As
sure.
an overall project, I don't put it in like the echelon of like his past stuff. Even like the project he dropped before, I think that project was better. And maybe I have to give it to a listen. I listened to it maybe twice when I was driving up and back. And I kind of like the same feeling you had, Shawnee. Was like, am I missing something? Like,
Yeah.
Like there's records on here that's good, but like
I just couldn't.
It's
I don't
just
know
like-
what it was. I just couldn't get
He-
like involved into like what he was saying.
I don't also like the fact that he alluded to the fact because you can't talk about certain things on there anymore because of the whole rap thing. The guns.
Hell
like,
yeah, bro.
that makes sense.
I mean,
Makes
it makes
sense.
sense, but it shouldn't be this far of a drop off for you as an artist. Like at a certain point, I get it, right? 2020 was like 4 years ago, right? But it's like the drop off has been like you dropped 2 duds. Like let's call it what it is.
No, you can't. What do
You dropped two-
what
I
is
don't say 2 duds. I don't say 2 duds.
duds,
If you
bro.
want to say this one,
Yeah,
cool.
bro.
But I don't think the last project was a dud,
It
bro.
The last
wasn't a
project
dud.
was a dud,
Nigga,
bro.
we already talked about this. It
We
wasn't
talked.
a dud.
It was a dud, bro.
It wasn't though. We looked
All
it
right,
up.
that's
It wasn't.
fine. But I mean, numbers is not going to explain that it's a dud.
We're talking about what the people were saying too. It wasn't.
People
It
are
wasn't
not.
a dud.
People are not rating that.
But we're gonna say, like I said, people are gonna be mixed reviews. So then, what
I
do
guess
we allude to?
The point of what I'm saying is
The
that
numbers
in my,
or the people?
In my opinion, you dropped 2 duds, right? So my whole thing
Cap.
about. I mean, hey,
We gotta say, God, that's
I'm wearing 2 of them.
See,
But,
exactly. So you capping today.
So my thing is that like my thing is that just it shouldn't be that much of a drop off because you can't talk about drilling niggas. And what I'm saying is that like it doesn't make sense that you dropped My Turn. You know what I'm saying? You at the top of the game.
Yeah.
Your features were decent, right? Except for that Central C verse, which I thought was horrid. But like your features were cool. It just doesn't make sense to me that it's not translating to here. And what I'm saying about it is that like I don't know what you're lacking in terms of creativity. Maybe I'll give him grace and say maybe part of it is because of his voice on tracks because he can't really do certain things on there. Yeah. But it's just like, bro, like this wasn't good for a 3-year return or like a 2-3 year return. And you telling me you dropping double albums. That makes me not want to listen to the second one.
This goes to what I was saying kind of about how Izzy was in the UFC. Like,
damn,
he hasn't evolved really. He really hasn't evolved.
I agree with
that
that.
much. Like when it comes to an artist, yeah, he hasn't really evolved when it's come to like artistry. You don't really hear too much of new stuff when it comes to him on records. And I would have liked to see that on him, maybe some new flows, all that type of stuff. But it's like it just sounds like the same stuff he's kind of been putting out.
That's how I was feeling.
Which is like for me, as somebody that just likes music, the art form, all that type of stuff, I would like to see you try different things.
Yeah.
Like you can stick to your bread and butter, but let me see some different shit on there as well. Mix it in between that. But I mean, I don't know. I was just expecting more.
Do you think he's the type of person that could do that though?
yeah.
If he wanted to, I think he could.
Yeah.
I think he's talented. I think Lil Baby is talented as hell, bro.
I think it's weird, right? It's weird, right? Him and Lil Uzi are doing him and Lil Uzi, and I hate to bring him up, but it's like him and Uzi are doing the same, like the exact opposites of what each other should be doing. Like Baby is doubling down on a lot of the stuff that he's good at, and there hasn't been a lot of like real like experimentation that people might like. And Uzi takes some of the experimental shit that we have liked from him and tries to make full albums with it. And it hasn't hit for him. And it's weird because it's like, if Lil Baby took a little bit more risks with
Keep going.
if Lil Baby took a little bit more risks and actually made some things that are different, you know what I'm saying? And Uzi really doubled down on the shit of like, okay, like this is what my fans like. I think they'll be in better positions. I think they're both in the same position right now, and it's weird because I brought them up like this, but it's like they're in the same position because they're doing the exact opposite of what the other should be doing. But I think Lil Baby does have some level of talent. I think that he's as good as we made him out to be? No, I just think he caught fire 4 years ago, and I just think that I think he caught fire 4 years ago, and I think because of Gunna, that put him in a better echelon because of who Gunna was. And so I think that now you kind of see the talent level of who can do what really separate.
I mean, you can still be who they say you were at like plateau, bro. Like at that point in time, like for that span that he was at the top, you can still be that talented motherfucker that everybody says you are, and then just maybe the field catches up to you, or like you said, you stay where you're at. People evolve. It's no different than like sports. You could come in your first couple years killing it, and everybody catch up to you. You just whatever it is. It doesn't mean you're not that guy, not one of them guys.
He has the body to work.
I think, but okay, okay. So again, I lean back on the fact of I just didn't like the fact of because he was hot, right? And I understand.
He was hot for a little while.
Yeah, but for you to say that you're the new Lil Wayne, it's asinine to me. And for me, like as a person who likes music, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, actually, let me learn. What I'll say is this: you saying that you're the new Wayne is very high levels of expectations that you have to maintain. Because the only other rapper that we can consider that had a hot Wayne level run like that outside of Wayne is Drake. And there's a reason for that, right?
He'd be a young boy.
Yeah.
You can't leave him out of there, bro. I don't care what you said.
Nah.
Hell yeah.
Yes, bro. What?
No. And that's only because because again, when you say you are the new Wayne,
Hell yeah.
wait,
You dropping.
your projects are hot.
Facts.
And your features are just as hot,
Facts.
if not harder.
Facts.
I'm saying, and you also have to do that at a high enough clip where
Young
niggas
Boy does
can
that.
just say, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Will I say, wait,
Why
will
ain't
I-
say that
wait,
about Young Boy?
Will I say that Young Boy drops a lot of projects that the young people like? Yes.
A lot of
But
shit.
what I'm saying is, we don't remember, we're doing a lot of recency bias and forgot how many hot verses Lil Wayne had for us to be like, this nigga is not from this planet. So for me to now sit here and say,
I can say the same
now
thing
to
about
say
Young Boy.
Young Boy or to say Baby is the new Wayne, that level,
I would
that
say
level,
more- I would say
that
more.
level of saying that I'm the new Wayne.
Nah,
is
I would say
crazy.
more Young Boy than.
I would say more young boy too.
Cause Young Boy shit,
I
right?
wouldn't say that. The only other person I could say that was that hot, that could do cross genre shit and still be hot, still come up with music at a high clip and the verses are just as hot, was Drake. I can't say NBA YoungBoy is. We
But
can
you
say,
don't listen to young boy.
but it's not just about NBA YoungBoy.
It is, bro.
No, it's
You don't
not.
listen